How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the second Halloween-themed What If on this channel. That being, what if Commander Red survived? The next arc was technically the 21st World Tournament, but there wasn't a clear villain in that one, so we're moving on to this arc, and the Red Ribbon Army instead. If you guys missed the last episode of the Halloween What If, where we delved into what if Pilaf won, then be sure to go and check that out too. Before we begin, if we can get this video to 400 likes, then I'll make sure to keep this Halloween-themed What If series going, as if I get 400 likes, it'll really motivate me to keep going. As always, huge shout out to all of my amazing patrons for all that you guys do, as this really wouldn't be possible without you guys. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the what if. So, the Red Ribbon Army was a very formidable opponent for Kid Goku, who had to deal with pretty much all of the army by himself and get the Dragon Balls back to revive Upa's father. Luckily, those plans were laid to rest by the Red Ribbon Army themselves, once Officer Black killed Commander Red after discovering his true wish. Well, in this scenario, what if Red never got to tell Black his wish? If Black never discovered that Red only wanted the Dragon Balls to make himself taller, then he definitely wouldn't have shot him in the head. With the two being really the only ones left in the tower, they need to decide whether to leave now or to face Goku. Red isn't a coward and says he's going to stay and finish this brat until the end. Black agrees, and Red takes the Dragon Balls to his own battle jacket, and the two charge headfirst at Goku. Goku, who's tearing this whole place apart, is then blown back by the power of the battle jackets, and goes to attack once more. Red and Black both aren't backing down though, and are able to hold Goku back just enough to not die right away. The power of the battle jackets are pretty large compared to normal machines, but for Goku, even dealing with two isn't that big of a sweat. The two do get some good hits in, as while Black distracts him, Red shoots a missile straight at the kid to bring him down hard. The blast really did a number on Goku, but still not enough to kill him. The two recoil in shock at what just happened, and Goku is pretty mad now. He barrels at the mech closest to him and shoots right through it. Black looks out on his commander as the mech explodes, killing him. Goku lands and then prepares to fire a Kamehameha at Red. Red is infuriated at how this little kid has been the death of them. He's not going to go down like this. He prepares the rest of his rockets he has and fires them all at Goku. Goku then unleashes his Kamehameha, blasting right through the missiles like they're nothing, and then it hits Red's mech right through the chest. Red then struggles to get out of there before the mech explodes, which he does. Barely. Goku breathes a sigh of relief, and then jumps away back to where the remaining two Dragon Balls were. Red, hurt on the ground, goes to run away, and smiles. He grabs the bag of Dragon Balls he blew off of Goku with the missile, and puts them together with the two he has. He now has 6 of the Dragon Balls, and only needs to find one more to get his wish put together. He also managed to destroy the kid's radar with the blast. Red takes out yet another capsule and drives away, hoping that the kid won't be able to catch up. After getting a considerable distance away, Red pulls over and sighs. He may have blown up that brat's radar, but now he doesn't have a radar of his own. The impenetrable Red Ribbon Army was destroyed by just a little kid, and now he, the commander, is the only one left standing. He's so close to getting his wish, he just needs the last Dragon Ball, but how is he going to find it? Suddenly, he looks up into the air to see what appears to be another mech coming towards him. The Pilaf machine lands right in front of Red, and Pilaf demands Red to hand over the Dragon Balls now, or to face the wrath of the almighty Pilaf gang. Red pulls out his pistol, saying how dare this imp speak to the commander of the Red Ribbon Army this way. If he wanted to, he could send the entire army here right now to deal with them. The three all gasp. The Red Ribbon Army? The most powerful, evil military army in the world? There's no way this shorty can be their commander. Red shows off his RR commander badge, and the Pilaf gang all jump out of the machine and apologize for their behavior, and that they meant no disrespect towards him or the great Red Ribbon Army. Red tells them to stuff it, and asks how they knew he had all the Dragon Balls. Pilaf shows Red that he has a radar of his own, and he even has one ball in his possession, that way that brat Son Goku can't detect it with his own radar. So, that kid is even going after these guys too? Well, now he has all 7 for himself, and a pretty good ride away from here too. Red thanks Pilaf for granting him the last ball, and then he shoots all 3 of them right in the head. He hops into the Pilaf machine and flies far away to use the Dragon Balls where nobody will find him. Red flies out into the desert and puts all the balls together, twitching with excitement on how he's finally going to get his wish. He summons Shenron, and Shenron erupts out to grant Red's wish. Red tells Shenron that he wants to be taller than the tallest man on the planet, and Shenron grants him that wish. Red begins to change and grow, taller and taller, when he finally grows to be about 10 feet tall, which is taller than even Kami. Red laughs in triumph. He won. He really won. He finally got his goal he's been pining for all his life. Now he can go back and rule the Red Ribbon Army and get all the babes and all the respect. Red goes to get into the Pilaf machine to return, and finds he doesn't fit. He tries his best to get in, but he's just way too tall to fit into that cramped space and work the controls. Red tries for a good half hour to be able to get into any of the machine's cockpits to work it, but he's simply too tall. Red curses Pilaf and his gang for being way too short, and now he's gonna have to try and find a way to walk out of this desert by himself. Before Red goes to walk away, Goku appears on his flying Nimbus and yells at Red, demanding he tell him where the Dragon Balls are. Red almost falls over in shock. He asks Goku how he's here and how did he manage to find him if he destroyed the radar. Goku says he went to fortune teller Baba, and after fighting in her weird Halloween monster tournament, he was shown where the Dragon Balls were, and it led him to Red. A fortune teller led this kid here? Seriously? He's so close to living his dream now, he can't give up. Red tries to get back into the Pilaf machine to kill Goku, but still can't fit. Goku looks at Red and is getting pretty annoyed at this guy now. Goku walks over, slaps Red across the face, sending him flying away across the desert, and he's knocked unconscious. Goku is pretty depressed now, since the dragon was already summoned and now he's going to have to wait a year for the Dragon Balls to activate, and that way he can revive Hoopa's father. Goku takes Red and drops him off in a prison, where Red is going to spend the rest of his days until he is probably, inevitably, executed for all of his war crimes. With Red out of the picture finally, Goku doesn't go and train for the first year in between the tournament, since he has to stay with Upa and tell him that next year he'll go and revive his father. After staying with Upa for a year, the Dragon Balls are reactivated, and Goku and Upa go out to gather them without any interference from any armies and whatnot. Shenron is summoned, and thankfully, Bora is able to be revived. With Upa and Bora reunited, Goku then goes off to train on his own, and everything else pretty much goes as normal from here. Or does it? Remember how Red murdered Pilaf and his gang? Well, that meant quite a lot more than you would have thought. With the Pilaf gang dead, that means there is nobody to awaken the Demon King Piccolo, as it was the Pilaf gang who originally awakened him. So, after the tournament, Krillin doesn't die, and Goku goes back with Roshi and the others to train with them, and see if Tien can do good now that he's a good guy. Without Piccolo to worry about, Goku would never drink the Ultra Divine Water, or train under Kami, making him much weaker than he would have been in canon. There isn't even that drive being influenced by Piccolo Jr. for the next tournament, as there can't be a Jr. without the original. This all comes to a head once Raditz arrives on Earth to collect Goku. He would most likely kidnap Gohan, and Goku, Krillin, and Roshi would all go and try to get Gohan back. Without any new techniques, and Goku being extremely weak compared to how he is in canon, Raditz would most likely kill everybody there, and kill Gohan once he shows off his power. With this whole trip essentially being a waste, Raditz just goes on a pretty big killing spree of the planet, and reports his work to Frieza, who pays him handsomely for his work. Meaning, we get 2 scenarios in a row of Raditz making bank. But yeah, bet you guys didn't expect Commander Red surviving, leading to the end of the world, huh? Well, that just goes to show that what seems to be the smallest insignificant changes can lead to a drastically different outcome. I hope you guys enjoyed this story, and if you did, please like this video and subscribe, that way I know you would want more. If you missed King Piccolo here, don't worry, next time we're going to see what would happen if he managed to take over Earth. Thank you all so much for watching, and until we meet again, see you later! Hey everybody, sorry to interrupt the video, but guess what? I'm moving up in the world of sponsorships. This video is sponsored by Fandomian, who sells some really cool anime and manga merch, and a bunch of other cool merch for some pretty cool prices. If you want to get some cool outfits and a bunch of other stuff for an even lower price, then make sure to click the link in the description down below and put a discount code DAMON for 5% off your order. Again, that's code DAMON for 5% off of your order. Hopefully, you won't regret your purchases. Now let's get back to the video.